Have you ever wondered if the man in your life truly loves you? Or is it just a fleeting emotion, a performance, a manipulation disguised as affection? A man can say, "I love you," every day. He can send you messages, buy you gifts, take you on romantic dates. But does that truly mean he loves you? Or is it just an illusion, a temporary high that fades when challenges arise? Too many people mistake passion for love. They believe that when a man is intensely interested in the beginning, when he showers them with attention and affection, it must be love. But real love is not an explosion of emotions, it is a slow-burning fire that endures. Let me share a story with you. Sarah met David, a charming, confident man who knew exactly what to say. He made her feel special, desired, as if she was the center of his universe. He texted her all day, brought her flowers, and whispered promises of forever. But soon, cracks began to show. His attention became inconsistent. He became distant when she needed emotional support. He started making excuses, prioritizing himself over their relationship. And when Sarah questioned him, he called her needy, dramatic, unreasonable. The same man who once adored her now dismissed her feelings. Was this love? No. It was a facade. A manipulation. A game. Love is not about what someone says, it's about what they do, consistently, over time. Psychologist and philosopher Jordan Peterson has spoken extensively about the nature of love. According to him, true love is not merely a feeling, it is a responsibility, a commitment, a process of mutual growth. He says, "Love is the willingness to extend yourself for the growth of another person. It is the ability to sacrifice, to stay, to protect, to nurture, even when it's difficult." Real love is built on 4 pillars: protection, understanding, respect, and commitment. If a man does not protect you, physically, emotionally, mentally, he does not love you. If he does not listen, if he does not seek to understand you deeply, he does not love you. If he belittles you, ignores your needs, or treats you as inferior, that is not love, it is control. And if he is inconsistent, if his words and actions do not align, he is not committed. In today's world, where deception is common, where narcissists, manipulators, and false lovers walk among us, recognizing true love is an act of self-preservation. So, I ask you again, does the man you love truly love you? Or have you been deceived by illusions? Stay with me, because in this video, we will uncover the real signs of love, as explained by psychology, philosophy, and the wisdom of the ages. By the end, you will have the clarity to recognize love, the strength to walk away from deception, and the wisdom to build a life filled with meaning, security, and genuine connection. If you've ever felt uncertain about love, I want to hear from you. Have you ever mistaken passion for love? Have you ever been in a relationship that felt real at first, but later revealed itself as something else? Share your thoughts in the comments below, your experience may help others see the truth. Now, let's begin. Love is not just a feeling, it is a pattern of actions, repeated over time. A man who truly loves you will not only express it in words but will prove it through consistent behaviors that reflect his deep care and commitment. Too often, people mistake intensity for authenticity. They believe that if someone is passionate and overwhelming in the beginning, it must mean they are deeply in love. But passion fades, while true love remains steady. Jordan Peterson, a leading psychologist and philosopher, identifies 4 fundamental signs that distinguish real love from mere attraction or manipulation. These signs are not based on fleeting emotions, but on a deep psychological and philosophical understanding of human relationships. If the man in your life truly loves you, he will protect you, deeply listen to you, respect you, and remain committed to you through all circumstances. Now, let's analyze these 4 critical signs, one by one. What does it mean for a man to love a woman? Is it in the words he speaks, the gifts he buys, the passion in his gaze? Or is love something deeper, something revealed not in moments of excitement, but in times of hardship? A man who truly loves you will protect you. Not only physically, but emotionally, mentally, even financially. Protection is one of the deepest instincts of a man who is truly invested in you. If a man does not protect you, then he does not love you. Let me tell you a story. Anna had been dating Mark for 2 years. In the beginning, he was everything she had ever wanted, attentive, affectionate, always making her feel special. But as time passed, she started noticing something unsettling. One evening, Anna fell sick. She was exhausted, struggling with a fever, unable to even get out of bed. She called Mark, hoping for support. But Mark said he was busy. He told her to drink some tea and rest, then went out with his friends. A week later, Anna and Mark attended a party together. There, some of Mark's acquaintances made a crude joke about her appearance. Anna looked to Mark, expecting him to step in. But he laughed along with them. She felt abandoned. Alone. Mark had no problem showing affection when it was convenient for him. But when Anna was vulnerable, when she needed him, he was nowhere to be found. Now, contrast that with another story. Sophie had been dating Daniel for 6 months. One day, she fell ill, much like Anna. Without hesitation, Daniel cancelled his non-urgent plans, brought her food, and made sure she had everything she needed. A few months later, Sophie found herself in an argument with a toxic coworker. She confided in Daniel, and instead of dismissing her emotions, he listened. He reassured her, gave her advice, and reminded her of her worth. Daniel understood something fundamental: to love someone is to protect them. Daniel understood something fundamental: to love someone is to protect them. Jordan Peterson often speaks about responsibility in relationships. He teaches that real love is not just desire, it is duty, it is action, it is sacrifice. A man who truly loves you will never leave you to fend for yourself when life gets difficult. This is how you can recognize true love. Does he protect you when others speak badly about you? Does he care for you when you are vulnerable? Does he prioritize your well-being, even when it's inconvenient for him? If the answer is yes, then he may truly love you. If the answer is no, if he abandons you when you are weak, if he allows others to harm you, if he does not stand by your side, then the truth is painful but simple: he does not love you the way you deserve. But this realization is not meant to bring despair, it is meant to bring clarity, strength, and empowerment. Because the moment you recognize that real love is protection, consistency, and sacrifice, you will never again settle for less. You will never again allow yourself to be manipulated by men who take but do not give, who desire but do not commit. And so I ask you, in your moments of weakness, who is truly there for you? Tell me in the comments, have you ever experienced a situation where you expected a man to protect you, but he didn't? Your story may help another person open their eyes. Now, let's move forward. Love is not just about grand gestures. It is not just about words, or promises, or fleeting moments of passion. True love is found in the quiet details, in the small moments that reveal a man's deep investment in you as a person. One of the clearest signs of real love is listening and understanding. A man who truly loves you will not just hear your words, he will remember them. He will pay attention, internalize what you say, and respond in ways that show he values you, not just as a lover, but as a human being with thoughts, emotions, and dreams. But let's contrast two different stories. Emma had been dating Jake for a year. She told him early on that she had an important presentation at work coming up, one that could determine the next step in her career. She was nervous, but also excited. The night before, she prepared for hours, and the next morning, as she was heading out, she received a simple message. "You've got this. I know you'll do great." It wasn't a grand declaration, but it meant everything to her. Jake had listened, remembered, and at the moment she needed it most, he let her know he was thinking about her. Now, let's consider a different situation. Sophia had been with Brian for 2 years. She had shared so much with him, her dreams, her childhood memories, the things that truly mattered to her. But time and time again, Brian forgot. He forgot her birthday, not just once, but every year. He forgot about the books she loved, the fears she had, the dreams she shared. He would ask the same questions over and over, as if he had never heard her answers before. And the worst part? When Sophia confronted him, he would laugh and say, "Oh, I just have a bad memory." But the truth is, memory isn't the issue. Priority is. Jordan Peterson explains that true love is rooted in attention. To truly love someone, you must see them, hear them, and understand them. If a man values you, he will remember the things that matter to you, because they will matter to him too. So ask yourself. Does he remember the small details about you? Does he listen when you share your fears, dreams, and thoughts? Does he respond in ways that show he values your inner world? If he does, you are with a man who truly cherishes you. But if he does not, if he constantly forgets, dismisses, or invalidates what you say, then the reality is harsh but simple: he is not invested in you. But recognizing this truth is not about despair, it is about power. When you understand the importance of true listening, you will demand it, expect it, and never again settle for a love that does not truly see you. Now, tell me, have you ever been in a relationship where you felt unseen, unheard, or unimportant? Share your story in the comments. Your experience may help someone else realize the truth. Now, let's continue. Respect is the foundation of love. Without respect, love is nothing more than possession, control, or infatuation. A man who truly loves you will never belittle you, never undermine your worth, never make you feel small. Yet, many people confuse dominance with devotion. They mistake manipulation for care. They believe that a man who dictates their every move, who criticizes their choices, who mocks their dreams, must be doing so out of love. But true love does not seek to control, it seeks to uplift. Let me share two different stories. Lisa had always dreamed of starting her own business. She worked tirelessly, planning every detail, sacrificing sleep to make her vision come true. One evening, she nervously shared her dream with her boyfriend, Alex. She expected hesitation, maybe even doubt, but instead, she saw pride in his eyes. "I believe in you," he said. "If anyone can do it, you can. And I'll be right here, supporting you every step of the way." Alex didn't just say he respected Lisa, he showed it. He encouraged her, listened to her ideas, and when she faced setbacks, he reminded her of her strength. Now, let's contrast that with another story. Emily also had dreams. She wanted to study abroad, expand her career, build a life beyond what she had known. But every time she mentioned her ambitions to her boyfriend, Ryan, he laughed. "Why would you do that? You'll never make it. That's unrealistic. Just be happy with what you have. You're not smart enough for that." At first, Emily thought he was just being honest, maybe even trying to protect her from disappointment. But over time, she realized, Ryan wasn't protecting her. He was undermining her. A man who truly respects you will never make you feel incapable. He will never dismiss your ambitions, never ridicule your thoughts, never treat you as if you are lesser than him. Jordan Peterson teaches that relationships built on love must also be built on mutual respect. Love is not about one person leading and the other following blindly, it is about two people walking side by side, empowering each other to become the best versions of themselves. So ask yourself. Does he support your dreams, or does he discourage them? Does he listen to your ideas with curiosity, or does he dismiss them with condescension? Does he speak to you with kindness, or does he use words to diminish you? If he respects you, you will feel safe, valued, and free in the relationship. But if he does not, if you find yourself questioning your worth, doubting your abilities, shrinking yourself just to please him, then he does not love you in the way that you deserve. But this realization is not meant to break you, it is meant to set you free. Because once you recognize that true love and respect are inseparable, you will never again allow yourself to be in a relationship where you are not seen, not heard, not valued. Now, tell me, have you ever been in a relationship where you felt disrespected, dismissed, or belittled? Share your experience in the comments. Your story could help someone else recognize what they deserve. Let's continue. Love is not defined by words, it is defined by action. A man can promise you the world. He can tell you he will always be there, that you are the most important person in his life, that he will never leave you. But if his actions do not align with his words, then his love is nothing more than an illusion. True love is commitment. It is consistency. It is the ability to show up, not just when it's easy, not just when it's convenient, but always. Let me share two different stories. Olivia had been with Michael for 3 years. Throughout their relationship, Michael was a man of his word. If he said he would call, he called. If he promised to meet her at 7 p.m., he was there. When he committed to their relationship, he showed it daily, through both the little things and the big ones. One day, Olivia was struggling with a difficult situation at work. She was overwhelmed, exhausted, and needed someone to talk to. Without hesitation, Michael listened. He didn't offer meaningless reassurances, he offered support, solutions, and most importantly, his presence. Michael's love was not just in the words he spoke, but in the consistency of his actions. Now, let's consider another relationship. Emma was with David, a man who said all the right things. He told her he loved her, that he wanted a future with her. But when she needed him, he was nowhere to be found. When he promised to take her on a date, he would cancel at the last minute. When she asked for his support, he was suddenly too busy. When she confronted him about his lack of effort, he would say, "You know I love you, why are you overreacting?" And yet, every time she considered leaving, David would pull her back in with words. He would apologize, promise to do better, swear that things would change. But the pattern never ended, he was unreliable, inconsistent, and full of empty promises. Jordan Peterson explains that a relationship without commitment and consistency is built on unstable ground. It may feel intoxicating in the beginning, but without a solid foundation, it will crumble over time. So ask yourself. Does he follow through on his promises, or does he constantly make excuses? Does he show up for you, or does he disappear when things get difficult? Does his love feel steady, secure, and reliable, or does it feel uncertain and unstable? If a man truly loves you, he will be consistent. His actions will align with his words. He will not make you question his love, because he will prove it every single day. But if he is unreliable, if he breaks his promises, if he only gives effort when it suits him, if he disappears when you need him most, then he is not truly committed to you. This realization is not meant to bring pain, it is meant to bring clarity, to empower you to demand the love you deserve. Because once you understand that true love is not just about grand gestures or passionate words, but about unwavering commitment, you will never again tolerate inconsistency. Now, tell me, have you ever been in a relationship where someone made promises they never kept? Have you ever struggled to distinguish between real love and empty words? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your story may help someone else see the truth. Let's move forward. We have explored the 4 undeniable signs of true love: protection, listening, respect, and commitment. These are not optional qualities. They are the foundation of a relationship that is built to last. So now, I ask you, does the man you love truly love you? Look back on the moments you've shared. Has he protected you when you were vulnerable? Has he truly listened, remembering the things that matter to you? Has he respected you, not just in words, but in the way he treats you daily? And has he remained consistent, showing you love through action, not just through promises? If he does, then you are with a man who truly values you. But if he does not, if his love feels unreliable, if his words do not match his actions, if he makes you doubt your worth, then perhaps it is time to ask yourself the hardest question of all: is this the love you deserve? The truth is, many people settle. They stay in relationships that drain them, relationships filled with manipulation, inconsistency, and disrespect, because they believe it's the best they can get. But that is a lie. You were not created to live in uncertainty, pain, or neglect. You were not meant to question your worth based on someone else's inability to love you properly. Love should not confuse you. Love should not weaken you. Love should empower you. So what should you do? First, demand more. If a man cannot protect you, listen to you, respect you, and commit to you, then he does not deserve you. Second, strengthen yourself. The more you value yourself, the less you will tolerate behavior that undermines you. Work on your mind, your soul, and your purpose. Become the kind of person who naturally attracts a love that is strong, clear, and unwavering. And finally, be brave enough to walk away from what is not meant for you. It is better to be alone than to be with someone who does not truly see you, hear you, or stand beside you. Love is not about finding someone to fill a void, it is about choosing a partner who reflects your highest values. So I leave you with this: choose a love that is worthy of you. If this message resonated with you, share your thoughts in the comments. Have you ever been in a relationship where you had to question the love you received? Your story might be the key to helping someone else see the truth. And if you want to continue learning about how to build stronger, healthier relationships, make sure to subscribe. There is still so much wisdom to uncover. Now, go forward, not with doubt, but with clarity, strength, and the courage to demand the love you deserve.